Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first race for the 2012 NOVAR Verizon Cup Series season. Not officially, but it is the first race for a driver for the racing season. It is held at the Dentsville Super Speedway for the Dentsville 250 weekend, part of that weekend. It is also part of the weekend for the Aflac Shootout, which that race will come in about a moment. This race will feature 13 Rookie of the Year contenders that will participate in the Rookie of the Year contention. The fan favorite for this year was Carter Pavison, the 4, who has been running extremely well in the events, as you probably all saw. And I have nothing else major to say, although the biggest storylines that happened was Mike Wilson will drive the number 80 Lakoya for the Aflac Thunder Shootout, while Eric Webler, the former driver of the number 07 Chevrolet, will drive the number 12 Dodge for a one-race deal. And now I'll hand it over to Jerry for the race.
Thank you, Jerry, and this is the Aflac Polo War. We'll go to number 5 of Casey Littinger. Littinger will lead the field of 13 to the green flag, as they are all starting to fan out immediately. That was the 95 of Evan Brooks and the 4 of Carter Pavis, and they're going to start going 3 wide, and we're only in the first turn of the event. That is Carter Pavis and the 4 going for the second spot over the 34 of Tim Averill. Averill, who is going to make his first NOVAR start this weekend for the Dentsville 250. Meanwhile, they're 4 wide already, and we've only completed about 75% of the first lap. As you see, Carter Pavison, the 4, will go and take the lead away from the number 5, and then Stefan Papiez is going to ruin the show. However, Stefan Papiez will get the lead and lead the first lap. Meanwhile, here is all the rookies. This is all the racing inside. Here is Carter Pavison, the 4, on Addison Rhodes to the 79. It's on his outside. Papiez in the 25 is on his inside. Scott Harper in the 6, as the outside gets a pretty good run on the Pavis gets a good run on the outside, but as you know, the inside line is preferred on the turns, and you're going to see that the 4 is going to drop back and lose a lot of momentum. As you're going to see, the 95 and 30, they're going to be right there. And there you see Addison Rhodes comes back, gets a good run, gets under the 4. So we have a great amount of racing within the pack. As you see, 4 wide for the lead. Papiez is currently the race leader. He's racing with Corey Von Delgo, Casey Lester, and Casey Littinger. Meanwhile, you see the 4 is starting to move out. The 5 falls back, and you see the Pavis' teammate Max Rapon in the 77 is right there. We have our first caution of the night. Happens. Carter Pavis, the 4, and the 25 is Stefan Papiez. They spin down the front stretch. The 4 was turned by the 95 to start off. Here, let's see another angle. As you're going to see, there's the contact right there. The 4 and 25. The 4 keeps it going. The 25 slides and almost gets into the wall, but comes to a stop just short of the trial. Here is on the restart with the 79 of Addison Rhodes. She leads Max Rapon in the second spot. Brandon Green in 3rd. 4th place Tim Averill, and 5th was, I think it was Toshiro Hensito in the 97 Pontiac. And you see, as they're single file, but they'll all bunch back up. As you see Averill in the 34 gets a good run down the backstretch. He gets into the trial on the backstretch. Here now, this 77 will try to get a fight. As you see, he is now going to get to the inside and past the 79. There we see a shot of the pace car. The 34 will get a good run and will push his way into the lead, but you see Casey Littinger right there. You know what? The second place man will always be a spoil factor in the super speedways. As you see Casey Littinger, he will make the move for the lead. And as you see, there's Corey Von Delga going to try to get to the lead with Marcus Powell, the 74, and Carter Pavis in the 4. Right there, Stefan Papiez. So the 2 cars involved in the wreck are at the back of the inside line. And all try to get their way to the lead. As you see, Marcus Powell and Evan Brooks, teammates, they are side by side. As you see, there goes Carter Pavis and the 25. They are working together even though they've been involved in the first caution. And the first and only caution, unfortunately, as here comes Littinger. Littinger in the 5 would continue leading this event. There is as they are still racing side by side. This is, I believe, on lap number 15 of 30. As Stefan Papiez will get to the lead, but Max Rapon will push open the door and will get on the inside of the 25. Here comes Rapon to the lead. As this racing is starting to get intense. There you see Hencito in the 97. Hencito's going to make it 4 wide for the lead. So we are having some great racing here with the rookies here, and surprisingly, they have only crashed about 1 time, and that was only for our 2-car pileup. And this is starting to get intense, but we're going to fast forward with it with 2 laps to go. Brandon Green gets into the wall. And as you can see, look on the bottom of your screen, the 25, and Papiez gets in the apron. Papiez somehow gets below the yellow line. I believe he made the pass on Vondelga. However, that was rule legal. Meanwhile, they're going to come and take the white flag as Papiez is still on the apron. Casey Littinger, Casey Littinger is the leader of the race. Addison Rhodes in second. Averill bumps the 79 out of the way. And the 34 is going to seek his way to the lead. He's up to second now. Littinger, the former open wheel driver, trying to win the rookie shootout. He's just got about a half a lap away to do so. Here comes Averill. Averill, does he have the momentum to get there, or will Littinger shut the door? Littinger holds the middle while Averill gets to the middle, to the inside line. Here comes Averill in the inside. It's going to be a drag race between Casey Littinger and Tim Averill. And to the line, here they come. And it will appear to be Tim Averill winning the 2012 Aflac Rookie Shootout.